My name is Marc Hunziker. I'm the current resident at the Ujazdowski castle. At the moment, every artistic, cultural and political project I'm involved in are like collective forms of organization. So it's always a difficulty to talk about what I am doing or what I will do. My interests lay in non-profit self-organization, community building, redistribution of resources, and so on and so on. I'm interested in the discursive and physical limits of spaces in general, of art spaces, but also like living space. So since 10 years, I'm living in squats in Zurich, and communal praxis of living and working around that influences also my cultural projects. To give some examples, between 2013 and 2018 I was running an exhibition program in an art space in a squat that was called Upstate, and as we couldn't get any financialization of public or private institutions, the way of financing the space, the production and the artists involved in the space became an artistic praxis. So we inhabited basements and storages of art institutions to throw events and raves and parties to finance the self-organized art space. Or another example is that in the frame of an institutional exhibition, we got plans from the underground system of Zurich City. So during the exhibition, we conquered an underground system, sometimes just to enter the system and come from A to B, or exactly the difference, to just get lost under the city, but sometimes also to kind of really inhabit the space, to make, once we make a book launch there, once we installed a crash pad where people could sleep over, where we had basic stuff in there, yeah, and still of the spaces even still exist. As Daniel Baumann, the curator of Kunsthalle Zurich, once in an interview he did with me, put it, the spaces they create only take on any meaning when they are used. By becoming part of actions and interactions, they encourage and provoke people to act and to think differently. So here at Ujazdowski, I'm invited by Michał and Mateusz for a format that's called To Be Real. From what I understood, they're interested in the political potential of rave culture. What's kind of an important part, it's not about making a rave as an art exhibition or rave as art, but it's making a rave as a performance, and the question of what contemporary art institution can learn from those subcultures, or how it can get informed by those subcultures.